Hello, everyone. My name is Zach, and I'm not an expert, but Pennsylvania is turning out to be the most hotly contested state for this entire election. It is bigger than Florida is, bigger than Wisconsin, than Arizona, Michigan, North Carolina. The top nine swing states of this entire election are all starting to favor Biden a little bit. However, that does not mean that Biden will win the presidency because there can always be a discrepancy with the way the polling data is gathered, and this is just an average compiled of all the states. But before I get too into the polls today, I would like to mention something that will help as many people as possible be able to vote this coming election day on Tuesday. Right now, Lyft is offering a 50% discount on all rides up to $10 to get to any polling location using the code 2020VOTE. If you have any friends that haven't voted yet, I highly encourage you to reach out to them and figure out if they have already created a plan to vote, because this election is going to change the history and the trajectory of the United States, which is, despite what some people may think, is the most influential country in the world, except for maybe China, but it's mostly the United States from what most people think. Also, Lyft is offering their network of bikes and scooters in select cities and are partnering with nonprofits all over the country to allow voters from more impoverished neighborhoods, neighborhoods that might not have the resources available to them to get to the voting booth. And I would just like to ask you to leave a like so that others can see this video and get a plan to vote, or at the very least, reach out to anybody that hasn't voted yet in your neighborhood. Red or blue, voting is important. Going back to the election, Trump needs to win Pennsylvania in order to win, according to the snake chart. And the snake chart, for those of you who aren't familiar with it, shows which states are going to be the difference between winning and losing the election. You have Texas up here, making the difference for Trump supporters. And as you get further and further along the snake chart, the polls become more and more equal. And once you get to the center, that is when you reach the 270 electoral vote deciding limit. And Pennsylvania is right there in the center. So this is Biden's home turf. This is the blue wall Democrats need to win the presidency. He needs this entire Rust Belt in order to really decide who's going to vote, because these states don't award their votes on a popular vote basis so much as just who wins the state. It's a winner-take-all system. So if Trump is somehow able to win Pennsylvania, which does not have great chances, but let's say he does win, it increases his chances of voting from 10 in 100 to 64 in 100. This is huge. Biden's odds of winning right now are 84 to 16 in Pennsylvania, and he also leads the popular vote by 4.7%. I would hope that Biden and Trump both give it their all to win this state, because red or blue, this is going to make the biggest difference for both Biden and Trump. More so for Trump, I would say, because Trump, say does go blue, Trump is going to only have a 2 in 100 chance of winning the presidency, and that is virtually a zero chance of winning the presidency, to be honest. It doesn't help that Biden is a resident of the state. He knows the voters, he knows what policies are most important to them, and it is going to be an uphill battle for sure. Even if you don't trust the voting, it is pretty intuitive that Biden is going to have an edge in Pennsylvania. However, there are some ways for Trump to win. One way would be to overwhelm the Biden areas with as many ads as possible. Trump has designated a small amount of his remaining funds specifically towards Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. He doesn't really have money to spend anywhere else, but for Pennsylvania specifically, he is going to use his money strategically. And I think that is a good idea. I wish he would have money set aside for this stage of elections, but 70 million Americans have already voted right now, so ad spending isn't going to make nearly as much of a difference as it would, say, 1 month ago. So really what it comes down to is there's an 84% chance of Biden winning Pennsylvania compared to 16, and in the popular vote, Biden is winning by a margin of 4.8 points. I believe that Biden will be the likely candidate to win Pennsylvania. Whether or not you agree with this, please go out to vote, leave a like in the comments section down below, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.